Greetings. This is Skyler Saunders seeing special edition. What's more than hip hop than TikTok? Part 2. I said, Son of the Sun hit me up. Said, you know what, you need to do. You should do another show. So I said, that's not a bad idea. You get 100 of your followers and friends and subscribers. I know he's not, but just the suggestion was sufficient enough for me. Now, wow, okay, TikTok's back. But here's the thing: there's a lot of catches, lots of catches. First and foremost, it's not President-elect Trump's super victory or Orange Jesus victory. It's not a super victory. He still has to be president for this to be in effect. And he's calling for a 50-50 deal between an American company and a Chinese company. My only friend is the man in the mirror. That's pretty much myself. I don't have buddy friends. A lot of people have buddy friends. They go to the mall. They go to the movie theaters together. They go out to eat. Have wings together. And sports. Oh, I don't have that. I've never had it, and I'm okay with that. If I do have that, it's cool. The closest thing I came to that was probably in the Marines, and that really wasn't that genuine. It wasn't like they were trying to be my friend as reality. It was just for the unit. It was just for the team itself as we stood as a unit. And that's not a bad thing. It just is what it is. Okay, so speaking of friends and followers and subscribers let's talk about this TikTok stuff. It's just goofy all the way around. It really is. It's a shame, really. It really is a shame because Trump is like he's not saying everything that's true. That's a big surprise. He's saying platitudes and bromides and what the crowd wants to hear him cheer, get them pumped up. And it's really nothing that is of substance. He wants to have the 50-50 deal as soon as possible. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to be a major victory for him. I don't think it's going to be a major victory at all, really. And I'm not a predictor. I'm not a psychic or anything like that. But I did say that he would do this. I didn't know it was going to be this soon. They take it down, and what was it? 6 hours later, they reinstated it. Something. It's wild. But I did say he was going to claim this as a political win, and he did. He's done already at this DC rally. He's been the headliner for. Can I say headliner for president-elect? It's like he's an act or something, like an entertainment act, headliner. The main event, but no, it's too goofy. It's way too goofy. It's like if ByteDance is like, you know what, we're not backing down. We don't care. We're not backing down. We're going to continue. We're going to go, even if they say that, United States isn't part of it. Shrugs. So what? We got whole China. China has 1 billion people. America has what, 330 million? Same thing would happen with India. I think India banned TikTok either a few years ago or something like that. They have 1 billion people. But China has like 1.2 or 1.5, something. I can't remember. I know they have over 1 billion people, just like India has over 1 billion people. So they're not hurting if U.S. balks or doesn't want to do the deal, or if they don't want to do the deal. a 50-50 deal, is Trump saying. And he's always talking about cutting taxes. He's talking about getting your wages up. He's talking about all this goody stuff. Never talks about, getting rid of regulations and controls. That's the main thing. That's the meaty part of the situation. Son of the Sun says they said TikTok shut down on their own. Wait a minute, you gotta rephrase that, Son of the Sun. I'm a little confused on how you phrase shut down on their own. I think you just didn't mean okay, on their own. Okay, he's rewriting. Star suing Point and Shoot for talking about him. Is that a fact? I didn't know about that. Star doesn't. Mr. Troy Star Terrain doesn't lose lawsuits. So whatever he does, you don't want to be on the other side of the courtroom against Mr. Terrain, because he's going to win. He's had lawsuits tossed out, but he's never lost a lawsuit. I think he settled out of court before and stuff like that. Point and Shoot is a good channel though. They were harassing him or something? What was the issue? I remember seeing them in the live chat a few times. I think Point and Shoot that was trolling really hard. I think at one point they were really trolling. And where did you get this information that Star was suing? I know you don't have a wrench. Just put in the link, and I'll copy and paste it, Bumbleclot. Put in the link that says that Star is suing Point and Shoot. Okay, so we have on our hands, this was George Carlin all the way. This was George Carlin. George Carlin, he was a psychic. He wasn't, I don't know. Maybe he wasn't a psychic, but he told the reality, the truth of it all. He says how Republicans or the right wingers, especially, that make up the Republican Party, they want the babies. They're so pro-life, quote unquote. I'm pro-life. I'm pro the woman's life. But anyway, they're not pro-choice. I'm pro-choice. I'm pro the choice of the woman. Anyway, they said, well, he said that, the right always says about their status. They want no abortions. Get abortions off the table. No, we want the beautiful babies of the world. Yeah, until 17 years later, and there's a war going on, and you want them in the trenches, you want them in the tanks, and you want them in the air, you want them in the jets, you want them on the field, you want them in the mud, and then you don't even care about it. He played clips of saying, he just put out a video talking about it. I'll post it. All right, thank you, Bumbleclot. But there was a audio that his team, I guess, assembled, because I don't know if he's competent enough to do it, but it interspersed some fanciful la-di-da-di-da music with Full Metal Jacket and Arlie Ermey's Gunny. Oh my God, I should be shot right now. What's his name? I have to look it up. I'm sorry. Gunny. I know his name. Can't think of it. What? Are you serious? I can't think of his name though. It's Gunny. Gunnery Sergeant something. A Full Metal Jacket. What was his name? Gunnery Sergeant Hartman. That's it. I should be shot on sight. Gunny Hartman. His voice, instructing the Marines, or well, not even Marines, recruits at that time, instructing the Marine recruits, and that's very stern, very hardcore, vicious, coarse language. And and then back to the fanciful music, because he's saying how he's going to be taking, the DEI and the transsexual and the all the things that go against what the military is about, in the minds of the right. So that's what he's doing primarily. That was like my eyes open. I was like, that's George Carlin. They care all about the babies. They, oh baby, oh let me kiss the baby. Oh, it's so sweet, so cute. Especially white babies. They could give a goddamn if it's a brown or black or red or yellow baby. But white babies, great. I mean, if they're mixed babies like Vance and his wife, okay, they're cool because at least he has some white blood. That's how they justify everything. They try to make logic or something, but it's not logical. Son of the Sun says, the army got bougie. If you don't meet certain requirements, you cannot join. Back in the day, they were snatching everybody. That's pretty much facts. The military is like that now. The military is very much like that. They are attuned to, I mean, back in 07 when I got it, when I first went in, it was like, they don't want you. It was like, dude, you sure you're doing this, nigga? Like, they don't really want you. This is your last time. They have a moment of truth. You have the last chance to go back home. And nobody raised their hands. It was amazing. Everybody was on schedule, I think. Everybody was on schedule, especially during recruit training. There was like 2 people out of 80 or 76, people that really weren't getting the picture. I mean, I was slow and I was kind of weak and I wasn't that strong. And I wasn't even strong mentally. I mean, when I did the test, I think I got like an 80 or something like that. I don't think I got like 100 or something, but that's what it was. That's what it was like. So, but and other thing, oh my God, Trump, I have to give him a little bit of credit because but then I take the credit away because it's kind of like in a game of football. It's like they'll get all the way down to the field. And then they'll go down on they'll be return on downs or something like that. There'll be penalty. They'll have so many. They'll be on 4th down and turnover on downs. Like that's what it was with President-elect Trump. He was going down the field. He was saying America's going to be great. Everything's going to be wonderful. Everything's going to be positive and special for Americans. Then he said, we're going to clean up the streets. We're going to get the migrants out of here, the immigrants. We're going to get mass deportation. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this nigga. I would join to be a chef on the ship, but my IQ isn't the best, and I wear glasses. Well, that's all right, son. You don't have to be a chef on the ship. I was a maintenance administrative specialist for aircraft. Other words, a bookkeeper. I just kept the books for the pilots, and I had to type up. You literally using a typewriter, we had tough books. Don't get it confused. We had the technology, but they wanted the actual books, the pubs they call them, the publishing books, to be typewritten. So I had to literally physically type on a typewriter. That was a little different. I didn't even use a typewriter in school. I mean, that was weird, but I don't even remember using a typewriter in my military occupational specialty school. I don't even remember using that. So that was strange. But Trump, Orange Jesus, coming to save us all. This is the second coming. This is the second coming of Orange Jesus. He's gonna make America great again. I tell you, man, I was just listening to the speech, watching the game. Goddamn Eagles. I swear, they are I have to give them credit. They are the most resilient team I've ever seen. Every year after year. They pull out like these wins that it just seems so sneaky. Like they sneak a win out. Like it's weird. It's strange. They just sneak wins out. I don't know. But anyway, I'm listening to various speakers. I can't remember her name. The pretty white girl with the blonde hair. The white guy with the black and gray hair. His son. The other pretty white woman with the blonde hair. I don't know her name, but she was talking. Okay, here we go. I would join to be a okay. I think in the future they will find a way to prolong life with an implement. Okay, I think so too. Keith, back in the building. Thank you for coming on, Keith. F you, son of the sun. I was a cook on a naval vessel and I wear glasses. I think he was trying to mess with the language a little bit there. He's using special, um, different wording to spell out what he was trying to say. So I tried to say as best as I could what he wrote. I think he's just playing with Son of the Sun. He's not, he's not really coming at him. He's not trying to rank on him or anything. But we got to get back to TikTok. Trump gets me riled up because it's just like, how did this nigga even? But anyway, TikTok is back. It's back. Hey, salute, Keith, salute, Keith. Let me put this in the. All right, so it's very weird. It's a very strange world we live in. It's stranger than any other late great director, painter, writer, editor, whatever, artist. Just name artist. David Lynch, who passed away just this past week, one of my favorite directors. Top 4 Davids: David Lean, David Mamet, David Lynch, and David Cronenberg. I don't care for sports. I'm not watching men chase balls up and down the field or basketball court. That's your thing. I mean, if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. I don't mind it. I like to watch the integrity of the game, the sportsmanship, the dominance, the strength, the power on the fields and courts. I love to see that, men and women. I love to see any competitive sport and see greatness. I'll never forget, seeing Michael Jordan hit his last shot as a Chicago Bull. That was amazing. I'll never forget it. I was over at one of my aunt's house. She was really a friend of the family, but she was kind of like an aunt. But we were watching. My dad was there, her husband, my sister, my friends. We're all there. Her grandkids. We're all there. We're like, Utah. Oh my God, Utah's up. There's like 6 seconds left on the clock. Who's it going to? Where do you think it's going to? It's not going to go to Steve Kerr like last year. It's going to Jordan. Jordan took that ball. He took it down the court, made that little crossover against Russell. Russell got on skates. He pulled it up. The ball had the hand in the air. Ball went through the hoop like this, and the hoop went up like that. I'll never forget that moment. That was just a great moment for me. Oh boy, here we go. Keith, go smoke a pole and lick your daddy hole. Okay, now we're going back and forth in the chat room. At least back. At least fourth. I mean, Keith hasn't clapped back yet. I guess he will in due time. Roger, that son of the sun. Roger, that. And then he has he knows that I don't like emojis by themselves, but he has text next to it, so I can at least have context. Yeah. But this TikTok, it's back, but you can't look. This is the stipulations. It's out of the Apple Store. You can't get it on the Apple app. The app can't get it. But if you already have it, you can use it. But if you delete it, you can't get it back. So treasure it now. I have like 3 or 4 different inactive applications that I have on my phone. I just have them there just to look at, kind of like, and see, kind of reminisce on good times. Jordan at the Wizards showed the real Jordan he was garbage. I disagree with you, sir. Oh, correction. I was like, Roger. I thought you meant the source. I'm like, check your spelling. Roger that, son of the sun. He says, Roger that. Yeah, well, Wizards, that's because, like Mr. Troy Star Terrain said about Jordan, he called him a crackhead. He said he was a crackhead. Not literally, that we know of. But he was a crackhead because he couldn't resist the roar of the crowd, the feel of the ball, spinning, and people argue, he went back to get his stats up. He went back to get his stats up. That's why he was with the Wizards. Okay, I'll give you that. Maybe, possibly, but let's be real. He wanted to shine. I just remember him. I remember this also. See, there's the highlight Jordan and the low light Jordan. I remember at the All-Star game, Jordan had this free. He was wide open. He put his arm up, dunked the ball, boing, ball went way across the court. Like, I was like, this is Jordan? Come on, man. What's happening? What is going on? I don't want to see this. Keith, don't forget to swallow. Okay. We're really going back and forth right now. Really going back and forth. I just want to point out to you, if you haven't read already, I have an obituary for David Lynch. Everything is fine. That's at the top of the chat. Make sure you read that, share it. MJ was a two-sport player. He also played, of course, he was a two-sport player. He played for the Barons. He played for the Barons. He was going to play for the Chicago White Sox, but he got cut, and he played for a minor league team, the Barons. Is it a magnet that basketball? Let's go left in my star voice. Let's go left. Is it a magnet in that basketball? Let's go left. Dion was as well. Dion, Bo Jackson, Michael Jordan. There's a few more. I think that's the only three I can think of right now. Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson, and Michael Jordan. Two sport athletes. Can't think of anybody else. But anyway, TikTok. Now is the time to get your weight up. I might have to get my weight up. I might have to go on there. You might see me on TikTok. I might not be on YouTube anymore. I might be on TikTok. We'll see what happens. I don't know how to do it. I hardly, like I said, I hardly even know how to do this. And it's totally different. Before, like in 2012, you could put music to your videos. You could put text under your videos. It was awesome. Now they just have trim and cut. That's it. You can trim and cut your video. That's it. That's the only way you can edit it. They also had too many problems. Too many people using music and not attributing it. I don't know. But did Jordan do good in baseball? No, he did not. He was okay. He was mediocre. He was okay. Jordan was not a man of the people. Who is supposed to be the man of the people? I'm not a man of the people. Mr. Choice Star Terrain's not a man of the people. We're for ourselves. We're for Dolo. We're for Delph. Not for the people. We salute the people, though. All right. Rob 3000-ish. Thank you for coming in. TikTok, Brother Sky. He knows I don't do the brother stuff. 7-piece to the gods. You good, fam. Salute to Rob. Let me put him in. I'm doing his name right now. Let me do that again. Hold on. Let me get rid of it. I'm doing what you guys do. Getting rid of it. Oh, still didn't. Okay, so I don't know. I thought I would do that. All right, good to go. I was just checking. I was just making sure. Okay, good. TikTok is gonna be that fentanyl. It's gonna be fentanyl. It's gonna be fent. It already is fent, but it's gonna be more fent now than ever. Because Trump is trying to be a bully. He's just bullying because he knows what he's doing. He first, like I said, didn't want TikTok. He didn't want it. He didn't want it, and he put it that in a tweet way back in a few years ago. Then he was like, you know what? I think I could probably, match this. I could probably get some good, political traction off of this. I'm about to be president tomorrow. Forget this, man. I got this in my hand. I got him by the short hairs. Okay? That's how I'm doing it. Anyone who's selling something should show love to the consumers. Well, you do. I don't show love to you guys, but I respect you. That's the difference. I respect you. I'm not going to agree with everything you say. You're not going to agree with everything I say. But I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a man of the people, because that seems like collectivism. I'm an individual. It's all about individualism. It's not about tribalism. That's being of the people. Tribalism. All my brother, all us. It's all about us. Us. My brother. Black man. Yeah. And then so you're gonna come to the show. Man, you know what? I can't come to the show. My money's low. I can't see. I don't get paid till Friday. The show's on Wednesday. My brother, son, for real, my fam, cuz, unc, all that. They try to give you family. They hit you on the family mess. Jordan doesn't respect anyone. I disagree with that. He has agreement. He definitely agrees. I think he does. I have to disagree with you on that, son. But thank you for your opinion. TikTok is social media dope. No love in YouTube streets, fam. True. I was just reading it. I was just reading the story. I came prepared for the show. It says, I'm almost phrase it exactly as it's read. YouTube, Instagram, Meta, everybody in Meta, Facebook, they're trying to find the algorithm, that special sweet spot, that same ingredient that TikTok has that they don't have. YouTube doesn't have it. Meta doesn't have it. Nobody has it. X doesn't have it. They don't have it. TikTok has it. They have this special sweet spot, that special ingredient that makes it all good. Keith says Charlie Ward played football at Florida State and he won a national title and the Heisman Trophy for football in college. Okay, good to go. I know that. Jordans are overrated. He sold me some bad shoes. Some of the Jordans are overrated. Some of them are top rated. You can't get better than the 11s. The 11s are always going to be the top shoe of all. I think the greatest shoe of all time. The Jordan 11s. I mean, in any colorway, except maybe red and white. It looks kind of weird with red and white. But like the Space Jam Jordans, like those 11s, you're not going to top that. The 11s, you're not going to top that. That's the best shoe. The patent leather, who thought of patent leather for a basketball shoe? Had that ever even been tried out before? And just the way it flows, it looks like it's like flowing. And then the bottom, it has the gum, the blue gum sole. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But yet, Charlie Ward chose to play in the NBA rather than the NFL. I didn't even know that. Charlie Ward played for the Knicks, didn't he? That was my 3 top teams: the Knicks, the Lakers, and the Sixers. Back in 99, 2000. In 2001, after the Sixers lost, I was like, I'm not watching basketball anymore. I didn't watch basketball. I saw, clips here and there of this guy, some kid named LeBron James, and he was in high school, the Fighting Irish. I was like, I'm still not interested. I'm good. I'm all right. I don't have to watch this. I'm good. It's not going to take up my time. So I looked at it, and I didn't start even until like the 2004, 2005 season, 2006, not until maybe 2008 when the Boston Celtics won. And then 2009, I think, or 2010, 2010, I think, the Lakers won. And I was like, okay, I might start warming up to this. And then LeBron got traded to the Heat. And I was like, okay, I'm really gonna pay attention to this. Then he won the championship with him twice. And I was like, oh, okay. Let me see what NBA is doing again. So that's how it was in my journey. But anyway, TikTok. TikTok is fit. It is fentanyl. And that's a good thing. It's like a deterrent against fentanyl, I hope kids get addicted to TikTok rather than fentanyl. I would much rather my son or daughter get addicted to a social media site, because you're not literally addicted to it. You can get off of it. You can go play outside. Just touch the grass. Go through a meadow somewhere. Go to skip to muddy puddles like Peppa Pig or something. I think phone posits are the best design. I agree. They call it phone posit, but wasn't it Penny's shoe? Isn't it one of the Pennies? It's one of the Penny shoes, right? I could be mistaken. Penny Hardaway, Anthony Penny Hardaway. My personal favorite Jordans are as follows: 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 8s, 10s, and 11s. That's Rob 30,000-ish. Yeah, I think you know what the most overrated one is? I think the 3s. I think the 3s are the most overrated. I think those are the most overrated ones. The worst ones, I think, are maybe the 10s. I mean, if you get the right colorway, they're cool, but and then the 9s. The 9s were like, I think those are only for baseball. He Jordan 9. Let me see. Yeah, that was when he was playing baseball. I'm like, if you can wear it with the right outfit, you can probably get away with it. But while I'm talking about this is what's weird. There's a kid saying, I got Jordan up here for $40. I bought them for $240. I'm selling them for $40 on TikTok. On TikTok right now, there's a kid. But that's what Trump did. Trump put his hands together like this. Keziah, you talking about night? You saying like good evening, or are you saying you're going away? And don't forget to hit up that Cash App. Let me put it in there. Hold on, I can finally do it. Hit that Cash App. That's for all of y'all. I got 5 people in here, 2 likes. I'm not mad. Yeah, saying good evening. Okay, good to go. I was like, yeah, I thought you were coming in and going out at the same time. I was like, what's going on, girl? How are you? The lady of the house, gentlemen, pay her some respect. Son to son saying I need that email. That's y'all's business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't understand what you just wrote, 3,000. That's fine too. I don't know what you're talking about. Looks like $0003RY. What is that? I don't know what that is. Son, how do I get to you? And Sky want to talk sponsorship. You want to talk sponsorship with me? Here you go. Sponsorship. It's very simple. I got 5 people in this room right now. I had the highest amount of people I ever had in my room was 9,000. If you have 9,000 eyeballs, or at least maybe a few hundred, because I know that number was inflated. They're inflated. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you guys. I have had inflated numbers. None of my doing. I didn't test that and then say, oh, if I do this. I just happened to see on my phone, it inflates the numbers. If I have like 40 people in here, that means I have like 250 or 300. If I have like 60 to 150, that's like 1,000 to 9,000. Good to go. All right, so we can do sponsorship as long as you got that money. The first Shaqs were nice. I did like those first Shaqs. The black and white with it looked like a web almost, or something, like the white was going in waves. It looked like against the black. That was a hard shoe. That was hard. Then he was like, you know what? I'm not doing that, Reebok. I'm not doing it. Y'all are saying I gotta sell this shoe for $80 or $90 or $100. Can't do it. Then he got his own brand. His brand showed up in Walmarts and Kmart's and I think some JCPenney maybe somewhere. He just flipped it. He was like, you know what? I'm selling my shoes for $30 or $20. I'm not gonna sell my shoe for $115, and these women are on welfare, and I'm not gonna do that. I really respect that. I have to respect that. I also respect Jordan. You want my shoe? You gonna pay $250? That's what happened. What was it? He literally had like a $250 shoe. from when he was with the Wizards. I think they were the. Let me see. Let me try to do my math. 13, 14, 15. I think they're the 16s. Jordan. Let me see. Jordan 16. No, it wasn't Jordan 16. Jordan 15. Yeah, no, it wasn't Jordan 15. Well, who the hell was it? Jordan 17. The Jordan 17 that came with the metal case and they had like a DVD and everything. That was crazy. I'm seeing the numbers for them. They're going up to $572. That's the most I've seen. 572. There's 410, 559, 280, 700, 1,000, 1,355. Get that money, Jordan. Jordan's getting some of that money some way. He's worth like $3 billion. It's the 17s, yeah. The Stephon Marburys, yes, the N1s were trash, but affordable. Yep. Stephon Marbury, the Starburys. The Starburys. If anybody remember those, Starburys. Shaq was okay at Reebok. He destroyed his brand by selling cheap shoes at Payless, getting kids bullied nationwide. And that's the thing that I always understand. I had a mix. I had Bobos, I had fake shoes, or non-name brand shoes, and I had name brand shoes. I had Jordan Team Jordans. I had the Vin Bakers. If you look up Vin Baker, black and white, just put Vin Baker, black, white. Those are the shoes I rocked in 6th grade. And they were beautiful shoes. I liked them. They kind of remind me of the 12s. The 12 had that kind of that color contrast. And they were pretty comfortable too. My sister wore them when she played basketball. It was awesome. Jay Leo, I had the C. Oakley 7s. Oh, snap. Team Jordans and Mexican Jordans. That was good. That was a good one. That's true, too. That's true. Like the Mexicans wear them. But if you look at it, I don't know what they're called, but there were another Team Jordan that was popular. They're sometimes more popular than the actual Jordans. Oh, the Jumpman team. A few of them. There's like 3 or 4. The Jumpman team and the Jumpman team 2. Here we go. I don't know what they're called though. Damn it. What are those called? Yeah, what Team Jordan shoes? I'm looking for it right now. Hold on. Here we go. These Team Jordans were pretty close to being here we go. Jordan Jumpman Pro Black, red and blue. Is that their name? Pro Black? Jordan Jumpman Pro Black? Yeah, I guess that is the Jordan Pro Black. They were pretty, exciting. Let me see. Okay. 6 rings. You had Averex track. I had the Averex jeans. They were real thick. They were really thick gray Averex jeans because you couldn't wear blue jeans, and they would literally take you out in the hall, check you, and see if you had blue jeans or not. Because of course it probably meant their career. If were the kids wearing blue jeans? Oh my God! Instead of us worried about our lessons and our learning, they're worried about if we're wearing blue jeans or not. Just ridiculous. The 6 rings, LeBron shoes, in my opinion, are trash. Depends which ones you get. Same thing with Kobe's. Rock and power to Kobe Bryant. But Same thing goes there. Same thing goes there. So I think it just all comes down to taste and what you like to wear. You know, I don't care anymore. I wear FUBU shoes. They cost like $20. FUBU shoes, and they're tight to me. I like them. And plus, that's the thing too. It's like it's a head game. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. It says like you are, wearing. I mean, sometimes it's real. Like some shoes are just terrible. Like if you're for performance, some shoes are just horrible. Nike has been good to me. I've been wearing Nike for playing basketball. Last time I played basketball was what? 2019. So that was a while ago. He said, "What the F?" LeBron James shoes were a 6. LeBron James tried too hard to be like Jordan. He should have been his own man. Ooh, that's a hard shot. I don't really agree with it, but it's a hard shot. What the F? FUBU still around? Yeah, FUBU's still around. They have it in Walmart. If you can believe it. Same thing with And1. And1 is sold in Walmart. Somebody's getting paid. Let's be grown-ups. I remember kids would be like, you got the Walmart shoes on. But now it's like you grown, you're like, damn, you got Walmart shoes on. I'm like, okay. Like that's when you grow up. When you're an adult, you look at it like that. You look at it in a different light. You look at it totally different. How did we get on this conversation? And by the way, this is what is so great about TikTok. There's somebody selling shoes and sneakers on TikTok. Their whole show are hauls. They have hauls that they show. They have the sneaker held up to the screen, and they show the price down at the bottom, and they show how much. Okay, we can bid for this and we can bid for that. We can go back and forth. Which one you want? You want the Jordan or you want the Kobe? You want the LeBron James? You want the Shaq? We can put this up. You want the Irvings? You want the Kyrie Irvings? Or do you want the KDs? You want the KD, Kevin Durant? It's all on you. That's the power of TikTok. Somebody's doing that right now as we speak. It says there are 170 million subscribers on TikTok in the United States of America. That's a little more than half of the country. Okay? I've never downloaded RickTalk. You don't have to. Like I said, 170 million people in America will. I mean, I don't know if they can do it on Apple. They didn't say anything about Samsung, though. I'm kind of feeling some type of way. I have Apple. I have iPhone. They didn't say anything about Samsung. I didn't read anything anyway about Samsung. Son of the Sun saying they selling that on TikTok as well. Number 304. What is number 304? Yeah, they are. There's a lot. There's probably fake selling. At 170 million people in America, somebody's doing secret deals, disguising their wares as like I'm selling these sneakers, but really I got that King Ivory, I got that Fint, I got what I'm saying, like that's what they're doing. It's legitimate, like what they're doing. 304 ho ho ho. Okay. It's a new day. It's a new day because Trump is trying to get his first political win with TikTok. This is like a softball, though. Come on, seriously, TikTok, get a win with continuing the bombing of Gaza. That's how you get a win. Continue to pound Gazans until they say, you know what, we don't want to set up Hamas as a independent state. We don't want to set them up because it's a political movement. I've been people saying, "Oh, well, they're just a radical wing of the idea of Palestine and stuff like that." No, they were voted in. They were voted in 2005 or 2006. I can't remember, but they were voted in and they committed these atrocities, so they should be punished. A ceasefire will only create more fire. And speaking of that, more fire, LA Strong by Keith. Okay. Rob 30,000 ish says people share links on TikTok and I view them then in a browser, no need to download. Okay. Can we talk about how him and Nickel Slick best friends on the low? Well, what you saw was that it's politics. That's politicians. They have to be, cordial towards each other, especially at events. They weren't in the back alley somewhere. They might have been in a fist fight or something, because like Trump would have been like, you're born in Kenya, and then Obama would have been like, you stole an election. Like they weren't like that. It wasn't like that setup. So. Son of the Sun says, can we talk about how him and that's what I was saying. Yeah. Pound Gazan sounds crazy. I didn't say that sounds crazy if you put it that way. But to hit them with bombs and rockets and missiles, which George Carlin always thought was interesting because they all look like dicks. All of them, the missiles, the bombs, the rockets, the bullets, they all look like dicks. Is that coincidental? Most of the fighting is done by men. Is that a coincidence? I doubt it. Carlin's been winning all night and he's dead. Will Trump pardon his old friend Diddy? We have to see. He may not need to pardon Diddy. We'll see in May. We'll see what happens. Well, then Keith says, "What the f?" And at least he put the text with the emojis. I can respect that. But yeah, so it's weird. Because they D-heads. Okay. I actually said the word, so I'll say it again. Dickheads. Because they dickheads, yeah. And so they look like bullets, bombs, rockets, missiles, all have the shape of a penis. I don't think that's a coincidence that mainly men go to war. Mainly men fight and die and lose their limbs and their minds psychologically to wars. I just wonder what it would be like for women. I mean, comedians have said that for time infinitum. I can't say it. For all time. I'm stupid. C4 doesn't. What is C4 doesn't? Oh, because it looks like yeah. Same thing with grenades. Yeah, I was gonna say, but grenades look like what? I was gonna say they look like pineapples. That's the thing too. They look like fruits. Pineapple grenades, banana clips, cherry bombs. What's up with that? What's up with all these fruit explosives? That's weird. But yeah, so I think TikTok is going to revolutionize the way people do things, more so than it already has. It's going to be bigger and better and stronger if it's left to ByteDance. ByteDance is the head company. It's its principal owner. And this 50-50 deal, I think, is BS. I'll say it bullshit. Because they should be free to not have any indication that they're going to sell or make a deal with the United States. Why do they have to make a deal with the United States? They can't just be free and have their own, way of governing their company. I don't get that. That makes no sense to me. I will say this out loud. Keith, son of the sun, how in the hell said, do you know about C4? I'll say it anyway. It's easy to know about C4. I learned about C4 by playing a video game when I was 11 years old called Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid got you learning about rifles, missile launchers. They even had a fictional missile launcher where you can guide the missile and see it blow up. It was crazy. Does TikTok have a lot of box, which makes the algorithms like no other? I think so. Their algorithms are crazy. I'm just gonna check it out tomorrow. That's gonna be my mission. I want to check out what TikTok has to offer. That's gonna be my main mission. What I do, because that algorithm is serious. YouTube doesn't have it. Twitter X doesn't have it. I'm about to say Twitter. The social network formerly known as Twitter and X. Facebook, Meta, all Meta. Instagram doesn't have it. They're Reels. Nobody gives a damn about Reels. Story, yeah, like it's weird. It's like Reels, Story, okay. So it's a weird thing. It's a psychological thing. It's all in the mind. The psychologists are just taking notes, furiously. Like, oh my God, how are these kids even able to manage? This 9-year-old here has been on TikTok for the past 7 hours. Like, I don't even think you'd be on TikTok if you're not 13. I think you can maybe you can go on the site, but you can't, interact with it. I don't think. You have to be at least 13 or have your parents' permission or something. Something like that with YouTube, something with 2. And most of the sites, you have to be 13 years of age or older. And the adult sites are 18. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, TikTok is gonna get, I think the scrutiny, the exposure is gonna make it blow up even more. It's gonna be like hip hop. Like it being banned was like Eazy-E, Tupac, and Biggie being killed or dying, I should say, for Eazy-E. I don't know if he was killed. I'll say he died. They had to have martyrs. That was their martyr period, being banned. Then they rise in the resurrection, and they rise up, and they conquer. They do well, even better than before. I think you can't go live unless you're 21 on TikTok. I didn't know that. Wow, that's crazy. Are you serious on this, or are you just saying that? What's happening? Because I would think 18 would be the cutoff for it, not 21. But I'm not sure. I have to check it. That's gonna be my mission. Monday, it's gonna be MST3K. Anybody know what MST3K is? Look it up right now, because I know you will, because you don't know what it is. MST3K. I'm an MST3Ker for since 2002, when it was on Sci-Fi, and when it was on Sci-Fi and Comedy Central. After it was on Comedy Central, it was on Sci-Fi. When it was SCIFI, not SYFY. Ice Cube got easy up at. Oh, we don't know about that. That's the views expressed by Son of the Sun do not reflect those of Skyler Saunders Singh or any of its affiliates. I have to say that. I don't know anything about that. I have no connections to that. I respect you for saying it, but I can't condone it. I got 4 likes and 4 people in here. I'm not mad. I have 20 views on my story. I'm not mad. I've had an increase from 11 to 20 since yesterday. I have 558 reads in the past month. I'm doing very well, plus 5%. My numbers is up. Let me just break down where I am in my. I'm just looking up right now. Hold on. It's my numbers is up. My views are up. My watch time hours is up. So I'm good. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling right. 5 likes, 3 people viewing. Yeah, LOL. Ray. That's funny. Look it up. I think it's 21 or 20 something to go live. He's laughing because I'm not going to look it up. Q told us he did it with his album covers and album titles. Ooh. That's interesting. What was it? From afterwards or before or both? All I can think of is Death Certificate and America's Most Wanted. Those are the only 2 albums I can think about Q. I know he has more, but I can't think of them. Talk about the deportations. Talk about you sending me a Cash App. You send me a Cash App of $50. I'll talk about the deportations for the rest of the night. Ray. I'll talk about deportations all night long. You give me $50 in my Cash App. Scroll up. I think afterwards. Okay. I don't know his catalog like that. I don't know. Enjoy your broadcast. Well, thank you. I am enjoying. I'm having a good time. And it's been almost an hour already. It doesn't even feel like it. That's how when you're enjoying yourself, when you're making money, when you're doing something that you love to do, it's nothing better than that. Nothing better. I would wish this on my best friend to be able to engage with somebody like this. Ray them Roach is not getting deported. Uh-oh. He's got problems. He's having issues. He said they're not getting deported. God damn. Well, I can just see people rushing into apartment houses and shelters and stuff like that, just clearing out, which is evil and vicious to me. Bring them in. Bring them in. Last time I checked, September 11, 2001, they were cool. 19 of them. 19 of them was all right. They didn't go over the border. They went straight to Florida. Said, look, we want to fly plane. Me no land. No land, though. We no land. We fly plane. And like, people took that. And it was like it was real. They oh well, you guys want to just fly planes? All right, great. Let's teach you. Come on in. Let's teach you how to fly a plane. We know they not. Looks like Son to Son is a day one again. Everybody else seems to have left. It looks like one person is in the viewership. 5 likes. I'm not mad. Not mad at the 5 likes. Not going to flip out over 5. All I need is 5 likes. 5 likes. I'm tired of them because that money can go to building up the white and black at-risk youth. What about the red, yellow, and brown risk youth, Son to Son? I want to see everybody achieve. I want to see everybody get this money. I want to see everybody get, your preference of romantic partner. Mine is a woman, preferably with a petite figure and a beautiful face, slim waist, and a big behind. I'm kidding. I don't really like the big behinds, but I'll do a petite, figure, all day. Any race, any hair color, any style, anything like that, I'll do it. What about them? What about them? They need to be raised up like everybody else. Given the fair shot, given the fair chance. Opportunity. No, don't just, say equal opportunity. Say maximize opportunities. Maximize it for everybody. And get rid of DEI. That's one thing I do agree with, but not for the right reasons. See, Trump saying DEI is bad because it looks bad on his, his credit card, not his credit card, his report card. If he had bad marks where it says DEI, he would definitely not be president-elect. He's saying that this country is tired of DEI. I'm tired of DEI because what is happening with equalization? What is equality? What is equity? Dr. Yaron Brook says all the time, how do you beat LeBron James in one-on-one? You don't. You can't. If I wanted to beat LeBron James in one-on-one, I would have to practice every day for 5 years straight, not taking a break to do anything else except go to the bathroom to eat and go to the bathroom, and that would be it. And I still wouldn't beat him. So what would you have to do? You'd have to break his legs. You have to break his arms. You'd have to make him equal to you. He would be like in a wheelchair, not even in a wheelchair. He'd just be on the floor with broken legs and broken arms, and you'll just be scoring all day. That's the only way you can equalize. That's what real equality is. He has a book called "Equal is Unfair," and that's the truth. Yeah, I want to see them do good in their own country. Well, they can do good in this country. Come on to the party. This is a party. It's been a party ever since 1776. It's been a party before 1776, but especially since 1776, it's been a party, okay? That's what's been all the time. The whole time it's been a party. So, hey, but it's been over an hour. I got my numbers up. I'm talking to Keziah. Hope you can talk to Keziah on a different playing field, sun to sun. I'm talking business with her. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you and everybody else tomorrow, hopefully around this time. Take care, and good luck.